This is Styles FM.
Portlanders, Acan Auto Technology, located at 33 Bombrook Crescent, Port Antonio. Visit us for all your auto repair and servicing. We offer computerized wheel alignment, computerized wheel balancing, suspension checks, AC repair, inspection, and all your auto repair needs. For complete auto repair and service, visit or call Acan Auto Technology today at 715-5205. And remember, we are located at 33 Bombrook Crescent.
Lighten My World with Victoria Sharpmiller. This and every Sunday morning at 6 a.m. It is a program to enlighten the understanding of Christians and non-Christians and bring people to a clearer knowledge of God.
Yo, me I tell you, say, yo, don't miss the adrenaline rush with Digital T every Saturday 4 to 8 p.m. where new music and new artists live. Yo, it's entertaining and interactive. Yo, don't miss the party hour 7 to 8. Totally. Na 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 na. Baby, when you take my picture on the camera phone, when me and the next girl carry on the beach. Yo, don't forget in the Digital T, the adrenaline rush.
I'm black, me no brown, me no white. See Babylon stripe, your man.
Metamorphosis, entertainment. Coming to you from Styles FM, from the parish of Portland, in Northeast Jamaica. Featuring your host, Dr. Imon Black. Tune in every Friday, 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Come, listen, learn, engage Dr. Imon Black. Article reasoning, article teaching. Come, be edutained. Metamorphosis.
Presently, you are listening to the spiritual vibrations with your host, Sista P. All tune in, including he, she, and the old lady. Styles FM to the world.
Of the righteous teaches many, but fools die for want of wisdom. The rich man's wealth is in the city, vexation of the poor is a poverty. Destruction of the soul is vanity.
is vanity. Destruction of the poor is their poverty. The poor man's wealth is in a holy, holy place. Why do you fight each other? Why do you kill your brother? Then your reward will be the cemetery. Your reward will be in the cemetery. We got to build a better nation. Clean up Jah creation. Or there will be no future for you and me. The lips of the righteous, it teaches many, but fools die for want of wisdom. The rich man's wealth is in the city. Vexation of the soul is vanity. Ooh. Destruction of poor people is poverty. The poor man's wealth is in a holy, holy place.
usual, we have a lot to talk about. We're going to start off with the fact that Jamaica is now, there's a farming cooperative in St. Thomas, and they are growing onions because Jamaica has been spending like $3.7 million on the importation of onions. So anything that will reduce our importation, I'm all for it. All for it. Before going any further, I'd like to say good morning to Denise and Anna Kay from Cornwall Barracks. And Karen says it's 3 degrees where she is. Karen, we're sending you some sunshine. Something, if it's even through smiles. I also like to thank Lorna for calling in. And Miss Brown, good morning. Your Cassidy is not here this morning. It's Chungy and myself. Another thing that before I really get into some of the things is that just watching All Angles last night, and just a reminder to parents to let their children know that to be careful what they post on Facebook, because potential employers, you apply for a job, and potential employers will oftentimes go to your Facebook page and see the type of things that you're posting on there. So you may be qualified or overqualified, but that would just strike out all of your qualifications. Did you know that, Chuggy? If you think about that, you know that. So all young people should know that, and all parents should know that, so that, you're spending so much money on education, and at the end of it, it comes out to naught because of things like that. Yes, so yesterday, well, first of all, there are some people in Jamaica that if you are not JLP, you are PNP. Did you know that, Johnny? And if you are not PNP, you are JLP. But you must be one of the two. Yeah. You're not free. We're still under slavery and under bondage because you must. You have to pick a side. You have to pick a side. Can you imagine that? No slavery that. Okay. There are also some people that if you are not Christian, you don't believe in God. You know that too? Okay. So there's a lot of people out there. But there's a report that I'm going to do later on to show that the countries that are less religious are the most peaceful countries in the world. I know people are going to find that hard to believe. But I believe it, because there is no doing your wrongdoing and then saying, the devil made me do it, and I can just get on and pray for forgiveness, and it's okay. So the most violent countries are the most religious countries. Interesting. Okay, the year was 2007. I remember it very well. There was a big to-do about the Hope Bay water system being upgraded. 2007 was an election business, coming near to election and hurry up. And let's fast forward to 2015. So in 2007, whenever the rain would fall, the water would get dirty and they would shut it off. So the system at the time, and that's why I say fools die for lack of wisdom, because we really did fool. We really thought that the system was going to be improved. As I say, fast forward to 2015, we have not had any water in Hope Bay since Tuesday. So, I don't know. You can't find donkeys and mules to buy anymore. It's very hard to get, especially here in Portland. You have to go to Clarendon or somewhere like that. Because if this thing goes on much longer, it seems that we have to go hire people donkey or a mule to go a river or catch water. And then we say Jamaica is ready for Vision 2030. What is it? 2030? So $60 million was spent at that time to give us the same system. But it made everybody look good. And so, yes, and there are people out there who feel that you must not speak anything against the government. You are supposed to take whatever you get. But me not take it. And one thing I love about the listeners to this program, them don't take it neither. Them not take it neither. Of course, then we have the budget. I won't even bother go into that. Because all we need to know is that there's more taxes. We don't need to know nothing more than there's more taxes. More taxes coming. That's it. Them tax everything, I don't know what it is now. That them going to tax no more. Man, oxygen. Thanks, Tommy. Oxygen. That's one. I tell a lie, I love when I work with Tommy. You know me, You know me for a long time, so you don't find a problem with when I say something, you know what I say. I'd also like to congratulate our own Andrew Edwards Collar, who is the... Go on, Tongue, take it over there, Safranda, because you know about Collar. I'm the teaching of geography in a grade 7.
Yeah, I know him, man. He was a geography teacher.
The greatest.
Yeah,
the greatest.
Yes, man.
He opened up a world to you. I know, certainly for Sabira.
Yeah.
That makes her a world person. And I find that you also have a greater interest in world affairs. Yes. And he is now the coach of the under-17 Reggae Boys.
Wow.
Doing fantastic. They just had a warm-up match against Costa Rica, which they won. And they're now in Honduras getting ready for their CONCACAF qualification. And we love Color. You know something? It's one of the nicest people that you could ever meet. So, he deserves it. We could move on to one of the hot topics here now. The Observer editorial today says, it goes without saying, that with the passage through both houses of Parliament of the amendments to the Dangerous Drugs Act and with the Governor General's assent imminent, the Jamaica Constabulary Force should, hear me? Should, and not me say so, the Observer says so, the editorial, immediately stop arresting people with less than 2 ounces of marijuana or ganja, anyone you want to call it. They also go on to say that the burning of ganja fields must also stop immediately to ensure that we will have adequate supplies to meet the needs of the proposed industry, which is the medical industry. Leave the trees and let them live. I don't see how you can get something. You can have something that if you throw a seed out there, can become a dangerous drug. But you see, you have a lot of people who don't know nothing about these things, but then just hear somebody say so. They follow in business, they follow the politics, and follow the church, and follow the DJ, and follow everything. So they don't know nothing about it, but them just have to say something. Also, an article by Devon Dick in the Gleaner, I think it was, remember which Gleaner it was, which is saying that this year marks 150 years since the Morant Bay Rebellion or protest. And to mark this significant role that national hero Paul Bogle played in Jamaica's history, we should change the name of the place from King's House to Paul Bogle House. Lord of mercy, you can imagine them Jamaica people, or them with a bex over that. I see Sandra walk in and shake her head. Why not? Why not? It can name King's House after King George. How much? So why can't name Paul Bogle House? Because him is one of we? No, man. Come on. Move up. He says it is because of Bogle and his movement that a more caring colonial government was installed with better educational provision, better amenities, and the disestablishment of the Anglican Church. In addition, the resulting dismantling of the British Empire can be attributed to Bogle and the people who were with him, who aided and abetted by the Jamaica Committee formed in England, which led to the establishment of a Commonwealth of Nations. Now look at this. George William Gordon was a member of the Jamaica Assembly. And now the House of Parliament is named after him. So why King's House can't name after Bogle? You know why? Because we as African Jamaicans are so ashamed of ourselves. We feel so bad about ourselves that we cannot even imagine that King's House could be named after one of us. Someone who fought for our liberation. What do you think about that, Johnny?
You know, Sister P, the other day I saw an interview with Sizzla and he was saying that why is it the high society places have these names like the Kingston, the King's House and all of these places, but the inner city places now, the name of our disciples, Mark Lane, Luke Lane and all of these places, it's like we don't respect ourselves then.
They're not the same thing?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Sandra run God, you know, because me we check her around, you know, because she shake her head and mess about Paul Bogle house, you know. She run God. Oh, she shake her, she try to shut me up. Yeah. Well, I think that is sometimes, you know, I think that's an excellent idea. Because if Gordon House can, you know why Gordon House named after George William Gordon? Because he was one of them and him did cross the line. So he wasn't supposed to do that. But anyway, them kind of decide to fix up the thing. But right. It's Paul Bogle make everything go on here right now, you know. Yes, Paul Bogle. He deserves better. Anyway, I'm going to move on from here now and play a little music. So, Chungy, just make we continue here, so. And make we talk about when I was a youth, I never know nothing more than about Marco Polo and them people. So, go on.
Yeah. Listen to me carefully. When I was a little child, I used to think Israel was in the sky. When I was a little child, I used to think Egypt was in the sky. According to the teaching that I learned in school, oh, how they used to beat us to turn a fool. But now I'm in the light, and it's shining bright. I'm in the light, and it's shining bright. When I was a little child, they used to say, Rasta man is no good. I know I used to run from him where he walked down the street. But let me tell you people, he's the man who tell the truth. Now I say, come in the light, 'cause it's shining bright. Come in the light, come on, yeah. Tell yeah. Come on, yeah. When I was a little child, I didn't know my culture. When I was a little child, I didn't know my foreparents were from Africa. All the things they used to teach I was about England, Canada, and America. But now I'm in the light, and it's shining bright. Tell you, come in the light, come on, yeah. People, come on, yeah. Hey, yeah. Revelation, it's still true. When I was a little child, I didn't know my culture. When I was a little child, I didn't know my foreparents were from Africa. All the things they used to teach I was about England, Canada, and America. But now I'm in July, and it's shining bright. Tell you, come in July, come on, yeah. Come in July,
kidnapping and killing. So-called great men were doing robbing, raping, kidnapping. So you can't blame the youth. You can't fool the youth. You can't blame the youth. None at all. You can't fool the youth. When every Christmas comes, you buy the youth a pretty toy gun. When every Christmas comes, you buy the youth a fancy toy gun. So you can't blame the youth. You can't fool the youth. You can't blame the youth. You can't fool the youth. 'Cause what was hidden from the wise and the prudent is now revealed to the babes and the sucklings. What was hidden from the wise?
Can't get to use them as superstar, no matter who they are. Whether them come from near or them come from far. Hear me now, star. Children of today are the men and women of tomorrow. So right now we can't afford to go down, no sorrow, no sorrow. Lord of mercy, yes. They get to use them as superstar. They get to use them a rising star. Now kill them off in a bus and car, but take them go near and far. Jamaica children, them a superstar. Jamaica children, them a rising star. And it no really matter who you are if you no check for the youth, stay far. And not everything you figure talk it make them hear. And not every clothes you figure buy it make them wear. No chemical you should put in the mirror. Make big man a give your little girl buzz fear. And not every food you figure buy it make them eat. And not every shoes you fi put on them feet. And not everything you figure do make them see it. And leave them unprotected, vulnerable in the street. Get your youths, them a superstar. Get your youths, them a rising star. No kill them off in a bus and car, but take them go near and far. Jamaica children, them a superstar. Jamaica children, them a rising star. And it no really matter who you are if you no check for the youth, stay far. Dr. Rasta tell you say your knowledge you fi seek. Dr. Rasta tell you say your wisdom you fi speak. Dr. Rasta tell you say be humble and be meek. Take care of the youth, no make badness repeat. Dr. Rasta tell them say be old and beware. Dr. Rasta tell them say fi not up then here. Dr. Rasta tell them fi the youth them fake here, here, and everywhere. Dr. Rasta tell them say fi take care of the youth. Dr. Rasta tell them little boy no fi cute. Dr. Rasta tell them say fi stop prostitute. Police no fi shoot down innocent youth. Get your youth them a superstar. Get your youth them a rising star. No kill them off in a bus and car, but take them go near and far. Get the children, them a superstar. Jamaica children, them a rising star. And it no really matter who you are if you no check for the youth, stay far. Dr. Rasta tell us say your knowledge you fi seek. Dr. Rasta
You
tell us
tune
say your
in to Spiritual Vibration.
Hey, this is me, Brother Gary. I tell you, say, if you want to advertise anything you have, if you sell anything, truck, car, bus, anything you're keeping, make sure you advertise it past Styles FM. Call this number 439-5160. 439-5160. And I guarantee you, everybody I go in your business.
Lumber, cement, steel, plyboard, plates, cups, shower curtain, sheet. Then this now go take me all day, man.
Daddy, mommy say I must go a business depot.
I need to find somewhere with ample parking space, gives discounts, does delivery, and has the most courteous staff.
Why, Daddy Duffy?
Yes, Builders Depot, right at Industrial Estate, Longwall in Barnes Bay. I call them at 715-3128 or 284-3337.
Because let me tell him, we got Builders Depot over there, so.
Check them out.
Builders Depot. Once you need it, we have it.
Catch the showdown every Saturday morning, 10:30 to 11 a.m. on Styles FM. Yes, it's smoother sailing. The showdown. Two artists goes head to head. You tell us who's your favorite. Call us on 453-1444. The showdown, 10:30 to 11 a.m.
man black, me da brown, me da white. See Babylon stripe, you mad.
Metamorphosis, entertainment. Coming to you from Styles FM, from the parish of Portland, in Northeast Jamaica. Featuring your host, Dr. Iman Black. Tune in every Friday, 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Come, listen, learn, engage Dr. Iman Black. Article reasoning, article teaching. Come, be edutained. Metamorphosis.
Africa, boy, a Sister P come again, yeah. She teaches us about everything spiritual, Africa and the world work. Sister P, teach them, Sister P.
West Africa. You know, there are still people who think that Africa is a country, just one country. In fact, the other day, I was so embarrassed to hear a young man, I would say about 20, 21 years old, and he says Africa, talking about, he says, boy, the nation of Africa. I mean, like, come on. We can't get better than that. Yes, West Africa, Ivory Coast. The artist is Monique Seca, and she is from Ivory Coast. So more music from the Ivory Coast.
Hey,
Chongi in studio with me this morning, not Cassidy. And also, good morning to you, Valerie. I know once you hear the African music, you always have to say loving the vibes. And I have to say this is music from the Cameroon. Birthday greetings going out to Janet from Bellevue District in Portland, and these greetings are coming from her sister. Birthday greetings to Marcia Barnes, who lives in Hopefield, one of my so-called neighbors. And these greetings are coming from the Taylor family in Hope Bay. One love and prosperity. And I must say, good morning, Brother Andrew. Well, we know you love the rhythm, and I have to say good morning to Denise in New Jersey because you are another one that loves these rhythms. Shout out to Splash Radio, the Splash Radio family, listeners to Splash Radio 94.3 in New Jersey. And the listeners are in Orange, East Orange, West Orange, South Orange, Irvington, Newark, Bloomfield, Montclair, Maplewood, Hillside, and Union. Good morning to you all. To say pleasant good morning to a young lady that I met yesterday. Her name is Crystal, lives in Orange Bay, who says that her radio is always locked on style. And she says even though she doesn't text into my program, she texts into most of the programs. And I see Chungy smiling because he seems to know who it is. Yes, and as we move over to the Democratic Republic of Congo, which is we commonly refer to as the DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo, name of the artist is Panda Bongo. Right after the break.
to spiritual vibration.
Do you have or are you seeking a place to rent, seeking employment or have a job vacancy? Are you selling a car or having a garage sale? Then come see us. Let Styles do the advertising for you and you'll be on your way in no time. Contact us at 876-286-9216 or 439-5160. Advertising style. Advertise with styles.
Listen me, no man. Watch your no man. Hear me, no man. Limitless Entertainment in association with Bobby's Cafe presents Portland Teen Clash Auditions Saturday, February 28, 2015 at Bobby's Cafe upstairs, SS Port Antonio, Portland. Admission $150. Starting time 12 to 5 p.m. And in order to enter the competition, you have to be 13 to 19 years of age and must present a copy of your birth paper, registration fee, and must work as a 2-member team. Winner of this competition will receive a 1-month internship on Styles FM, Serato controller, cash prize, trophy, and bookings. For more information, you can call 596-2916. This event is sponsored by Styles FM.
For the best quality in sound reinforcement and backlining, Native Audio. We have professional engineers with over 20 years of experience. So call us and we'll take care of your parties, wedding receptions, barbecues, conferences, and small stage shows. Crystal clear sound, Native Audio. Our prices are the best. Call us at 871-5212. That's 871-5212. Native Audio. We make your events audible.
Good morning, Mr. Sterling.
Good morning, Sister P, and good morning to all the listeners out there.
Always a pleasure to know that you are here.
Thank you. It's always a good feeling to know that you're talking to millions of persons around the world and, just sharing with them the goodness of life.
Yes.
And in response, when you see them, they're beaming, they're happy, they're just feeling good, like Rosie out there right now, she's smiling, ear to ear.
I don't know if she's off of work yet, but like Nomi in my community.
Yes.
Who said the last time that you were here, she said that then she went up to your place a minute, you got off the radio.
I mean, she came on a hurry.
Yes. And she was so pleased to tell me.
Yes.
I would love for her to text in. Nomi, I know that you're listening. If you could text or call in and let us know how you're doing, it would be a nice feedback.
Yes, of course. Greetings to all the folks listening out there, whether you're from near or far. It's like to hail up those folks at home too, Sister P.
Oh, yes, I know you have to hail up your family.
Exactly, all day.
Mrs. Sterling.
Of course, my little son at home, he should be listening, tuning in with Grandma there now, and my other son, Antoine. Of course, my wife told me that they have a little thing where she's at Port Maria at the records department listening from right now.
Okay.
Maybe from a telephone, But I'd like to just greet them all out there, Port Maria Hospital, and those folks in the records department, especially to my darling wife, Cheryl, and her friends.
So this morning, Mr. Sterling, what are we going to cover?
Well, the last time we spoke, we dealt with a very interesting subject. I mean, the response was so encouraging after we did the last program there on the effects of the Chick V and the need for cleansing the system and building the immune system. Some folks, they just rushed to me. They said, well, I'm listening on the radio. I've listened this morning and I've been listening yesterday, and I really need to come because, boy, I really need to clean out some junk out of my system.
Yes.
Because I realized that you can't have a good immune system. You can't have strength of the body and nervous system unless it's cleansed, So a lot of folks are making use of my simple cleansing diet.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yes,
that's
a 3-day
really
cleansing diet. Yes, they don't have any problems finding me now in Port Antonio,
As word gets out, Mr. Sterling,
yes.
like everything.
Yes.
Time is the master.
Exactly. I just say to the folks, come to the Texaco gas station, and I'm right across there, Food for Life, up the stairs.
Yes.
You'll find me. So that's at the corner of Blake and Harbor Street in Port Antonio. And I'd like to give my numbers out early, Sister P.
Early.
Sure.
I even know it offhand now. I don't even need to look into my phone.
That's so good, so good, so good. Okay, my number is 392-9196. 392-9196. Some folks have been in Portland for years, and for 3 years, one man been walking around town and can't find me,
What?
For 3 years, he's been walking around the town and just found me last week.
Wow.
Yes, yes. So you need to make note of the number. If you can't find me, just call the number and make it easy for you to find it. Blake Street and Harbour Street, Port Antonio, that's where we're based. It's a one-stop health food shop. Whatever I talk about on my on the program, that's what I do practically when you come to me.
Yes.
So if I talk to you about this condition and you think you have a need, then you come and I help you through it. A lady came last week. She came all the way from Westmoreland, you know, Sister P.
What?
From Westmoreland to travel to Portland. And why did she travel to Portland from Westmoreland? Because she has or had a gallstone problem.
Ah.
She wanted to know how to get these gallstones out of her and save $180,000.
Yes.
And so she came and she questioned me, do you think it will work? Do you think the little process of drinking this and drinking that and laying one side on my bed will work? I said, listen, you don't even have to have faith in it for it to work. It will first work and then you will develop faith. And man, she spent 3 days in Portland, and when she was going back the Friday morning after the cleanse, she was happy, no pain at all.
Look
the
at
woman
that.
was jolly and smiling and all of that. She brought her phone to me. She videoed the gallstones that were flushed out of her body.
What?
Yeah, it was. She has
In
it
other
on
words,
video.
she passed them out.
She actually passed them out. And she took a video of it. And I said, okay, fine. If you want to, when you go to your doctor again for your next examination, then you could probably share the experience with him, you know? So folks are understanding that the natural process does work, and it costs a whole lot less, and you don't have to be bothered by pains afterwards, healing pains afterwards.
Yes.
No, you go through a few birth pains in the process, but after it's gone, then you're
gone.
good to go.
Then it's gone. Let me ask you, Mr. Sterling, how did she find out about you?
A friend called her. A friend who knows about her problem gave her my number.
And was that a listener to the program?
A listener to the program gave her my number, and she called.
That's the kind of feedback that we really need to get.
Yes. Yes.
So your topic for today?
Oh, well, today I would really want to talk about urinary tract problems. Urinary tract infection, UTI.
Yeah. That's what they call it, UTI?
Yeah, UTI, urinary tract infection. And also, just to underscore the need for cleansing of the system. By the way, there are some folks listening, you know, Sister P, from Robinson and Sons.
Oh, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, I just like to
Robinson
hail
and
them up
Sons.
at Robinson and Sons there, you know?
Yes.
And they have caught on to the thing, understanding that cleansing is the way to go. No matter what is happening in your body, a person come to you and they say, look, I am having this serious sinus problem, or I am having a circulation problem, or I'm having a digestive problem, or I'm having a yeast problem, or a bladder problem. The first step to take is the cleansing of the system.
Yes.
Because you have accumulated so much waste and acid and all of that in the body, that is the body's accumulation of waste that result in these pains and bad feelings.
Yes.
And so they're catching on to the healthy lifestyle, they're catching on to the cleansing diet very well, cleansing, detoxifying the system. The urinary tract infection this morning, that's very common, you know, Sister P.
It is?
Yeah, it's a common ailment.
What are the symptoms of that?
All right, this one affects all ages.
Yes.
Children, adults, and all of that. You know, it's caused by a bacteria.
Okay.
Yeah, most times it is caused by a bacteria. And this bacteria lives in the intestines. And sometimes, how do you contract? How does this bacteria affect the urinary tract? Sometimes, after finishing at the toilet, we do not wipe properly. And so bacteria from the fecal matter, and this is in the case of women here, is transported to the vaginal area. and there it stays and manifests itself into a greater, produce more bacteria, and then travels its way through the urethra up into the other areas of the urinary tract.
In other
And there it
words,
multiplies.
when the woman them go to the toilet,
Yes.
them don't wipe them bottom properly.
No, sometimes they
And
don't.
so the bacteria that is there travel into their vagina.
Yes.
And then it goes up into their...
Yeah, it multiplies and then travels
It ends
along
up in
the
their
tract.
intestines.
Well, it
Right.
comes from the intestine and goes into the vagina and then go into the bladder.
Okay.
And sometimes find its way to the kidneys.
Oh.
Okay, yes, right.
Okay,
So you
that
can,
sounds pretty serious, Mr. Sturden.
right. It is not a really serious condition, life-threatening, but of course it's very uncomfortable, and it distracts you from everything else that you're doing because it puts the body in a very, very bad position. You're ill at ease. It makes you very uneasy. Sometimes it results in discharges too, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, vaginal discharges. So it's a problem that needs to be corrected. You're asking about some symptoms now. It also results in yeast infection. So this morning I'd like to cover all of the urinary tract conditions, including kidney problems, kidney infection, bladder infection, yeast infection, bloody urine, and odor in the urine, and all of that. All of that is treated just with the same process, by the same process. As I said before, the main problem is with the bacteria from the intestine. Some women in pregnancy do develop these problems too, you know, vaginal infections. Fecal contamination, yes, just mentioned that. Sometimes vaginal secretion. Now, I've seen some women with some kind of dispositions, you know, in the way they dress and the way they carry themselves and the way they practically sit. I see women undressed, I would like to say, some short thing, so short that you can hardly see what they do have on.
Yes.
And where they're sitting, you wonder if they're not afraid of contracting some infection from the place
thought
they're,
about that, Mr.
they're-
Sterling,
yes.
but that is so true.
Yes, exposing
That is
themselves
so
to all
true.
kinds of
Yes,
infections
yes.
because of the way they, places that they sit, you know? Okay, so vaginal secretion can also result in that problem. In men, the problem is not so frequent. Why? Yes, they get infected too, but guess what? Their urinary tract is longer than that of the women, and the woman's organs are quite, I could say, delicately positioned. So she's more susceptible.
Yeah, positioned differently.
Differently, so
Yes,
she's more susceptible to infections being transmitted than the man. The man does have these infections too. Sometimes his infection is related to prostate problems. Yes. So when the man has burning in the urine, sometimes it is prostate problem that he's suffering with. Now, when the urinary tract becomes infected, some of the symptoms that you may have include burning, frequent urination. You feel that there's urgency to pass your urine quite often. It results in pain sometimes. And right now there are persons suffering great pain for 2 weeks and more from this condition.
Wow.
Sometimes you get a strong, unpleasant odor. Burning, to say the least, yes, and bloody urine. Bloody urine. I must warn, though, that those who are having these conditions, when you go to the doctor, do not be quick to take antibiotics. Because antibiotics, rather than curing the condition, you will find that sometimes it is a part of the cause.
Yes, I've always heard that antibiotics causes yeast infections in some people.
Yes.
Yes.
How does it cause? How does taking antibiotics cause yeast infections? Not just by itself, because of course the antibiotics will kill the bacteria, and sometimes it doesn't kill all of the bacteria, and you find that often the doctor will have a need to change the kind of antibiotic because that particular bacteria may develop a tolerance for that particular antibiotic. So he has to change it.